working. Hello? All right, there we go. There we go. Thank you, JD. I appreciate that. But, like I was saying, welcome on into the channel. Hope y'all are having a good Friday evening. I know in most of the MLB The Show directory, you're seeing Weekend Classic just starting to get underway. I know it was supposed to start earlier today, but there were technical difficulties. So it looks like it just started. I just saw Scuffy win his first game, and then Thony's up 5-2 in the 7th, I think. Yeah. So that'll be fun to watch this weekend. Well, thank you, JD. I appreciate that, man. But as far as what we're doing tonight, we're going to be playing some more Cardinals franchise. And so if you've missed out the last couple of ones, let me get you up to speed. We are very, very bad. We're 33-51. We did trade away Ryan Helsley and Nolan Arenado, and we traded them to the Twins for Walker Jenkins, Tanner Schobel, and Luke Keschel. And we also have JJ Weatherholt here. So we've got a lot of young guys that'll be coming up to the big league squad either later this season or at the beginning of season 2. And we're here at the end of June. We're going to be going into July. So we'll have the draft coming up. We'll have the All-Star game. We'll be signing our draft picks. And then we're also going to have the trade deadline coming up. And I'm trying to decide if I want to trade away Sonny Gray or not. He is starting to regress despite having a very good season. He has a 2.55 ERA, 1.18 whip. He's already put up 2.3 WAR. But he's owed $25 million each of the next 2 seasons. So I think it's best to go ahead and move on from him and get off that contract. Fetty's also had a great season. His ratings are going up. He's started 17 games, only gotten 9 decisions, but has a 3.24 ERA, 1.06 whip. He's put up 1.1 WAR. He's a free agent after this year. And I don't think we'll be able to re-sign him. So he could possibly be traded. I don't think anyone's going to trade for Mikolas. He's a free agent after this year anyway, so we'll get that money off the books. So we should have a lot of money to spend in free agency. Been looking to do a franchise. I don't know what would be a good one. I thought about the Braves, but I was just wanting to know what you recommended. Ooh. I did one with the Braves off stream, and that's pretty fun because you have both a mix of like veterans with like Ozuna and Olsen, and then guys like in their prime with Acuna and Riley. And then you also have young guys like Harris. I forget what their catcher's name is, the young catcher they have. And then Schwellenbach. And you've got a ton of great pitchers as well. So that would be a fun one, I think. And then another one I almost did when I was deciding which team to do, there was the Rockies, the Pirates, basically anyone in the the NL Central is a good one, I think. The Reds are very popular, you know, with Ellie and Matt McClain. The Rangers, the Mariners are cool because they have great pitching. They just need some hitters to go with J-Rod and Cal Riley. But yeah, those are the ones I would recommend, I think. Our bullpen has been terrible this year. Like, no one's really been good. Slade has been all right. This rookie that we signed out of free agency, he's got 14 saves, a 2.31 ERA. He's striking guys out like crazy. Put up half a WAR already. Vaughn Herrera's doing good. He's progressing nice. We could also maybe move on from Contreras, but honestly, that $17.5 million a year isn't terrible. Especially for the production he puts up. 7.57 OPS. He's put up half a WAR. His stats still look good. I kind of want to keep him. We'll just see what offers we get at the deadline. Gorman could possibly... I don't know. He's got 3 years of team control left. He's still fairly young. I'm probably going to keep him. We're Brandon Donovan's on an affordable deal. He's not been playing well, but I think he's going to get out of that eventually. And then Newt Bar is definitely staying. And then Burleson is definitely staying. So I'm a Braves fan, but I'd like to explore doing some other teams as well. I understand that, definitely. Like, I'm a Yankees fan, so I like doing teams besides just the Yankees all the time. So that's what I'm thinking about the trade situation going into the deadline. We are at the end of June, so we're going to... We have a start of a new week, so we're going to go over to our random event generator. Any of you that might be new, this is what we do at the start of each week. It gives us a minor league attribute upgrade, major league attribute upgrade, and tells us how to play the games for that week. And then at the start of every month, which we will have during this week, so we'll use this one as well, we get a major random event. It can be like a suspension, a trade request, stuff like that. So let's see what we get this week. Woo! Okay, minor league player gets a +6 to power. Major league reliever gets a +9 to stamina. Watch the moments this week. Any player in your organization can get a +10 to 1 attribute once per season max. So I need to go down here and find that one. And there's that one. We're going to mark it so we don't use it again. Does it bother you doing other teams even though you're a Yankees fan? It doesn't bother me. It does. And every single time I do another team, I end up wanting to do a Yankees one because I end up seeing how good the Yankees do in simulations, specifically like how many home runs Aaron Judge always hits in these simulations. And I'm always like, man, I could have had that on my team. I should have used the Yankees. All right, let's go back over here. So the minor league player getting the +6 to power. We could do Walker Jenkins. I mean, that would put his power up in the mid-60s. Weatherholt, he has low power, so I don't think I'll give it to him. Eschel at second. He would have pretty good power there. But I think we give it to Jenkins, you know, our top prospect, only 20 years old. +6 to power both ways. So 58 goes up to a 64. 56 goes up to a 62. What's his rating at now? Oh, he's a 74 overall now. Wow. Oof. But he's still not been doing... I want to wait until he does good in AA to move him up to AAA. Minor or major league reliever can get a boost to stamina. Do any of these guys have like really good stamina? Because if so, we could move them over to a starter, like Liberator. And he started games in the past. But he's only a 65 overall. That velocity and break. If he could get his per-9s up, we could move him to a starter. I'm gonna test something real quick. So stamina goes up 9 from a 35 to a 44. And then if I change him to a starter, does his overall go up? He goes up to a 72 overall as a starter. Thank you for the advice. Keep doing the great content. I really enjoy it. Well, thank you, JD. I appreciate that, man. I hope you enjoy your franchise. Okay, so that changes things. So now we can make Liberator a starter. Throw Miles in the bullpen because he hasn't been playing well. And now we get to give any player we want a +10 to any attribute. We could go Ivan Herrera and boost up his power. Contreras, I think, is good. We could go Gorman and get his contact up even more, which would be huge because then he'd have 59 and 63 contact. And then with that power, he would be really, really good as a second or a third baseman. Mason Wynn, we could boost up either his power or his clutch. Could boost up Ciani. Make him really good against righties. it really sucks that Jordan Walker just will not pan out, it looks like, in simulation, no matter how good his ratings get. I think we go Gorman, give him the +10 to contact against righties, so 49 to 59 and 53 to 63. Now, what's he up to? He's a 78 overall now. Wow. I hope that helps him, because he's been hitting really well this year. He's OPS up around 800. Who else is Kyle going? Yeah, he's going. Let's go. So that's big. And he can also play third, so if we need to... If Keschel comes up next year and we need to move Gorman to third, we can. And that's what we'll probably most likely do. Gorman's fielding just isn't great. But those are our random events for this week. And we are watching the moments. So this is different from play moments. This is a new one that I added to the random event generator for Cardinals franchise. What we'll do is if there is a moment, we'll hop into it. But when we get in, I will make it so I'm not controlling the team. I will just be doing the commentary, and we'll just see how it plays out for the computer. So, let's see if we get any random events or any moments this week to hop into. And here we have one in the 10th inning, 1 out, Cade Smith on the mound. We've got man on second, Gorman at the plate. We're going to hop into this one and see if we can get a win here in Cleveland. We're going to team select, and then also I will change the cameras both to broadcast for this, so it's like an actual broadcast. All right, so here we go. We've got Nolan Gorman at the plate here for the Cardinals. And he watches a fastball right down the middle for strike one. Gorman only hitting 135 with runners in scoring position this season. Mason Wynn on second there. One away here in the top of the 10th of this 1-1 game. And, Gorman couldn't hold up on a sweeper outside. Quickly in the hole, 0-2. Cade Smith coming with his 30th pitch of the night. Way high on the fastball there. It's 1-2. Gorman got off to a very slow start to the season, but then had a monster week against the Reds back last month. So he's really turned it around as he fouls off a splitter there. 1-2 to count now. Smith delivers, and swing and a miss by Gorman on another splitter outside. And there's 2 away now here in the 10th inning. He just put that splitter right on that low and away corner. Gorman just swings right over it. Now they're going to bring out Emmanuel Clase to get this final out in the 10th inning against Brendan Donovan. 1 for 4 on the day. And the first pitch from Clase misses low, so 1-0. Donovan not having a great season, a .220 average, a .636 OPS, which would be a career low for him. Forgot to turn the game sound down, actually. And we'll leave it. Nah, we'll turn it off. 2-0 now here to Donovan. The pitch from Clase. Fouled away on a fastball 100 miles an hour. And it's 2-1. And a ball in the dirt gets away from Naylor, and Wynn will move up to third with 2 away here in the 10th. That will be ruled a wild pitch there from Clase, but Naylor was not able to corral it. Now we're back at it. 3-1 count here. The dish, and it is high, just misses. And Donovan will walk, so now runners at the corners with 2 away for the Redbirds. And Victor Scott will come in to run for Brandon Donovan, one of the better pinch runners in the league. Now Jordan Walker comes in. 0 for 4 on the day, but a chance to give his team the lead here in extra innings if he can get himself a base hit here. First pitch from Clase is high, 99 mile an hour. You see there Hunter Gaddis starting to warm up in the Guardians bullpen. Second pitch inside, so 2-0 here. Clase having trouble finding the zone here. The 2-0 from Clase here, right there. Cutter in the zone, 2-1. See there at the bottom line, Arenado had himself a home run for the Twins. And Walker holds up, but it doesn't matter. It's a strike regardless. Now, even at 2-2. Clase deals, and Walker swings at a cutter way out of the zone. And that will retire the side and send the Guardians to the bottom of the 10th with a chance to walk it off. And Thomas hits a 2-run homer to win it for the Guardians. Hold on just a second, y'all. All right, we're back. So we ended up losing that game. Make sure they put Slade back in as closer. They did not. There we go. Now we've got a 3-game set against Pittsburgh. No moments there. So now we've got one here against the Cubs. Luke Little on the mound. We have bases loaded. 1 out for Nolan Gorman. Let's hop in and see how we do here. All right, here we are in the 8th. We're going to switch the camera. Broadcast, and then team select there. All right. So here we are in this NL Central matchup. There's a ball there from Little to start off the at-bat. You know, Gorman would just love to pull one here deep into right field. There's a fastball right down the middle there as you see Porter Hodge getting warmed up in the Cubs bullpen. The 1-1 from Little, way inside there with the sweeper. Couldn't find the mark on that one. It's 2-1. Oh, and it's Mother's Day. They have a little graphic down there in the bottom left as Gorman fouls one off. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's really cool that they do that. Gorman fouls off another one there, so we'll do it again at 2-2. And swing and a miss way out in front of that sweeper. There's 2 away now in the 8th. Oh, and there's a hit by Herrera into the gap. I was eating and I didn't see it. But 2 runs will come in to score Ivan Herrera with his 12th double of the season. His first pitch swinging there by Herrera. Well, now runners at 2nd and 3rd here for Brennan Donovan, as the Cardinals now lead at 3-1 as the fastball misses inside for ball 1. Little, and there's Donovan, hits it, but Swanson is there to put it away and retire the side, but not before the Cardinals break the stalemate, put up 2 runs on the double by Herrera. They now lead 3-1. And now Benitez trying to get out of a jam here in the 8th. We'll hop into this. Facing Dansby Swanson. Runners on 1st and 2nd. 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th of a 3-3 game as a fastball catches the inside part of the plate. 0-1 as the Cardinals closer Lionel Slade warms up in the bullpen. A light shower coming down. A lot of the fans have made their way towards the exit, but this should be a heck of an ending to this game as Swanson fouls one off there. Quickly down 0-2. The delivery from Benitez, and cannot catch the corner. Cannot catch the corner. And he is not happy about that. And the Cardinals manager is on his way out to argue that one. A second, I gotta set things up so I can argue that. Oh, I'm not logged in. See if I'm still logged in here. Stuff. Here we go. Is it gonna let me do it? Or is it not? Hold on, I'm trying to set something up here. Come on up. That was crazy. You know better than that. That thing was right down the middle. He hit it on the dot. We should be out of this inning, out of this jam. This is a tie game. You can't be making calls like that in this situation, ump. What's up, Count? Welcome on in, man. How are you doing tonight? I'm just arguing with my ump here.
Oh, spare me the soap opera monologue, Skip. I don't adjust the strike zone based on your emotional state or the scoreboard. This ain't a group therapy session. It's a goddamn baseball game. That dot your guy hit looked more like a weak ass dribbler with commitment issues. Maybe if your infield didn't field grounders like they're allergic to leather, you wouldn't be begging me for mercy. Now zip it before you talk yourself into another early exit.
Listen, my guys feel just fine. Don't you worry about that. But you got to get your eyes checked. That ball was right in the all the way in the strike zone. It wasn't even on the corner. It was fully in the strike zone, and you're calling a ball, giving these guys extra shots to get these runs home in this tied game, man. What's going on? I have to wait for it to load in everything I said. Doing great. That's good to hear, man. Thank you for tuning into the stream tonight. Hoping this works. Maybe it will. Come on, Ump. That ball was fully in the zone. What are you even talking about? Don't worry about how my guys are playing. I'm worried about how you're calling this game. This thing is tied late, and you're giving these guys extra chances with 2 outs to get these runs home, man. You got to start calling this thing right.
You want me to start calling it right? How about you start watching it right, dipshit? That pitch missed the edge like your cleanup hitter misses curveballs by a goddamn mile. I'm not out here handing out charity strikes just because your team's circling the drain in the late innings. Keep chirping like this, and I'll send you packing faster than that reliever you keep pretending is settling in.
All right, there's no arguing with UmpBot tonight. All right, let's just move on. Our guy's still going to get him out. Let's go. We got this. Come on, Benitez. 1-2 count after that missed call there by UmpBot. Next pitch, high, 2-2 now to Dansby Swanson. Benitez delivers, and that one's hit well into right field. Nootbaar is there, though, to put it away, so the blown call by UmpBot does not cost us. As we go to the 9th inning, tied at 3. We've got 2 on, 1 out here for Mason Wynn in the 9th inning. Top of the 9th, only 1 away. Mason Wynn has by far been one of our better offensive performers. He's 3 for 4 on the day. Would love to get these runs home as the first pitch is well inside. 1-0 here. Wynn only batting 149 with runners in scoring position. As Porter Hodge trying to get out of this jam and make this a tie game as they go into the bottom of the ninth, but he misses again with another fastball inside. 2-0. Hodge delivers, and that one's hit on the ground, and it's past the diving Nico Horner. 2 runs are going to come in to score, and the Cardinals are going to take a 5-3 lead off the base hit by Mason Wynn here in the ninth. And you can see the young shortstop for the Cardinals is fired up, just got what he liked and put it right back up the middle. The defense was playing in, and the second baseman just not able to make that grab in time. Now comes Lars Nootbaar, who's also been one of the better hitters on the Cardinals this season as the first pitch is inside. 1-0. Hodge has not gotten that first pitch strike against many of the Cardinals he's faced here in the ninth inning. Actually, Julian Merriweather is the new pitcher for the Cubs. I didn't notice that. Nootbaar 0 for 4 as a circle change catches the bottom of the zone. 1-1 now. Two-one count here to Nootbaar, and Wynn's going to try to steal. Swing and a miss by Nootbaar. Mason Wynn is safe easily there with his 21st stolen base of the season. That'll put him into scoring position as Nootbaar now looks at a 2-2 count. Merriweather delivers, and that one is hit hard but foul by Nootbaar. The 2-2 delivery here, and Nootbaar, again, another one foul. Just can't get that timing right there. He's had a few good pitches to hit this at bat as Kelly sets up in slide, and the slider misses low. 3-2 count now as Wilson Contreras, the former Cub, waits in the on-deck circle. Merriweather delivers here, and swing and a miss by Nootbaar. Couldn't catch up to the 97-mile-an-hour fastball, and there are 2 away here in the ninth. Contreras steps up to the plate, once again going into a trade deadline as the topic of trade speculation, as he swings and misses at a fastball there, 0-1. We'll see if Wynn decides to maybe attempt for a third base steal as well. Merriweather delivers, and the slider misses very low in the dirt. 1-1 now. Contreras 1 for 3 on the day. Would love to add to this Cardinals lead as he lays off the fastball high there. 2-1. Cardinals are projected to be sellers at this year's deadline. Over 20 games back in their division, and some big contracts that they would love to get off the books and open up space for their young core as a slider misses inside and Contreras will walk to first. That'll bring up the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. 1 for 4 on the day with a single. And looking for more here in the top of the ninth. Merriweather with his 15th pitch, and that misses. 1-0 here. Umpbot definitely giving away that inside part of the plate. And a fastball way outside there, so 2-0 now, and Merriweather needs to find the strike zone here soon. And a fastball right there at the letters. 2-1 now to Gorman. And lays off the fastball high again, so now 3-1. As the great bat of Ivan Herrera waits on deck if Gorman were to reach base here. Merriweather delivers the 3-1, and it's hit on the ground by Gorman. Horner has it, throws to first, and that will retire the side. The Cardinals get 2, and they now lead this one 5-3 going into the bottom of the 9th. We got Amaya, Coles, and PCA due up for the Cubs as they will try to make this comeback. And they are not able to do it. The Cardinals win this one. And they will take the game 5-3. Mason Wynn, your player of the game. 4 for 5, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs. Omar Benitez gets the win. Porter Hodge takes the loss. And that'll be that. And I'm going to take a quick moment to eat this food my wife brought me. She brought me some burgers and tots that she made. That's why I was munching on there during those games. But are any of you guys going to be playing the Weekend Classic in Diamond Dynasty this weekend? I've got Kyle up right now. He was down early in his game. He was down like 5-1, but now he's up 7-6 in the bottom of the 8th. Hopefully he can hold on to this lead. He's got Strom on the mound. Yeah, again, thank y'all so much for tuning into the stream tonight. We'll get back to more Cardinals baseball once I scarf down the rest of this cheeseburger and these tots. Well, I tell you, my wife can cook. Oh, this is so good. So good. We went to Aldi's today and got all this stuff pretty cheap. I've only been to Aldi's like once or twice, but I tell you, this food's good. All right, Kyle's in the 9th. He's got a 1-run lead. Gets a leadoff single from Trout. Oh, actually, I think he's in his... I actually think this is a warm-up game from what he's talking. I am excited for the new content that got put into Diamond Dynasty today. I like that Ken Griffey Jr. is one of the bosses. Definitely going to be my first choice. JD Martinez and Tony Clark as the 2 Evolution guys. Awesome choices there. Tony Clark was great for me last year. Or was it the year before? When he had that really good gold card that everyone used? He was so good. His swing was so nice. I'm pretty sure it was last year. All right, last bite here. All right, so back to the baseball. We have another moment to watch here in this Cubs series. We're down 1-0 in the top of the eighth, 2 on, 1 out for Ivan Herrera. We're going to hop into this one. Cubs have not been a good hitting team, next to last in home runs, but they have scored a lot of runs and they have really good pitching. That's why they're 58-31. Love the content, man. Well, thank you, CJ. I appreciate that. I'm hoping to get back to having it out more consistently. I was doing a lot of reviews recently for the main SGO channel and the website, but got all those done, so hopefully I'll be able to get a lot more content out here on either the SGO Twitch channel or in the SGO Dugout channel. All right, let's do cameras. All right, here we go. In Wrigley for Game 2 of this series. The Cardinals won Game 1 last night, as Herrera's going to go after the first pitch. Base hit, falls, and 1 run scores, and the Cardinals will have runners on the corners with 1 away. As Ivan Herrera ties things up here in the top of the 8th. Just saw the pitch he liked and took it the other way. That's the thing about Herrera. He's not always going for the, those home run bombs. He's willing to take, the contact hit the opposite way if it means getting his team a run. And that's why the Cardinals have loved him so much since his debut. So that'll be the end for Brazier as Caleb Thielbar will come into the game. 37 appearances, 9 holds, a 5.05 ERA. And he will face Brennan Donovan. First pitch, swing and a miss on a 12-6 curve there, 0-1. Donovan 0 for 1 on the day, but does have 2 walks. Would love to get a hit here, or possibly just a deep fly ball to get that runner home from third and give his team the lead late in this game. As a sweeper misses low, 1-1. Tyson Miller starting to get up and ready in the Cubs bullpen. Thielbar set, the 1-1 pitch from him here. And that's a fastball well in the zone, but called a ball there. Thielbar not happy with that one, as it's now 2-1. Umpbot behind the plate has had some questionable calls in this series, as that one misses well low, 3-1. And Kelly trying to tell Thielbar to slow down and make sure he finds the zone. Jordan Walker waits on deck here. The pitch from Thielbar, and that's hit and foul by Donovan, so we'll work it full 3-2 here. The payoff pitch from Thielbar right down the middle. Donovan fouls it off to the left side this time, so we'll do it again here. Still a full count. And swing and a miss. The sweeper gets Donovan to chase there. And there are now 2 away here in the 8th inning. Just a beautiful sweeper there by Thielbar. That late break. 10 inches of break, according to StatCast, powered by Google Cloud. Just a beautiful pitch there. Donovan chases, and there's now 2 away. Pedro Pages going to step in and pinch hit here against the lefty for Jordan Walker. Paez has a .217 average on the season. A chance to add to his RBI total as he watches a fastball there for strike 1. And Thielbar watches a sweeper inside, 1-1. Fouled away there by Pajes, now 1-2. Thielbar a strike away from getting out of this with the game still tied. He's set. Now delivers this one, and Pajes swings and misses on the sweeper inside. So Thielbar comes in, sets down 2. But the Cardinals get a run, and it's now a tied game at 1 going into the bottom of the 8th. Now we fast forward 1 out in the 8th. Romero on the mound. He's got 2 on for Michael Busch. Busch with a 284 average on the season. He's 1 for 2 on the day as the lefty Romero delivers, and that one's fouled away on the first pitch, so 0-1. Michael Busch with an impressive 420 average with runners in scoring position, one of the top players with runners on in the league, as that one catches outside part of the plate. So quickly 0-2 hole here for Busch. Romero would love a strikeout here if he could get one. The delivery, and that one's well inside, 1-2. Romero, and gets him to chase on the slider low and away. Big strikeout there for Romero as it's now 2 outs. Now Justin Turner, the 40-year-old first baseman, 0 for 2 on the day. He goes after the first pitch and fouls it off to the right side. Turner with a 284 average this year in his limited starts. Would love to break this tie here as he fouls off a slider, 0-2. Romero sets, delivers, no offer at the sinker outside, so it's now 1-2. 20,000 in attendance here, all on their feet, and swing and a miss on the sinker there. Big strikeout by Romero to get out of the jam and keep this game tied. Turner not happy with himself there. And we'll go to the 9th with this one tied, 1-1. Now in the top of the 9th, 2 outs, man on second for Victor Scott, who came in to pinch run earlier in this game. Tyson Miller on the mound, delivers the first pitch, and Scott goes around on the fastball outside, 0-1. Victor Scott has had limited at-bats this year, but batting below 100 with men in scoring position. Fouled it off there on the sinker, 0-2. So Miller, 1 strike away from giving the Cubs a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 9th. Here he goes with the 0-2, and knocked right back up the middle by Victor Scott. That's going to be a base hit. It will score the run from second as the Cardinals take a 2-1 lead. Victor Scott with a clutch single up the middle, and you can see the entire Cardinals dugout pumped up after that hit. Now Wilson Contreras up with a man on first, 2 away here in the 9th. Watches a fastball right down the middle for strike 1, taking all the way there definitely. Contreras 0 for 3, but he did walk and steal a base earlier today, something he does not do that frequently. Pickoff move to first. Scott back easily there. Miller with the throw, and Scott taking off for second. He's there easily. The pitch was called a strike, so it's an 0-2 count on Contreras. But a great jump there by Scott. You can see our stats here with StatCast, powered by Google Cloud. Now man on second, 0-2 count here for Contreras. The delivery from Miller, and watches a sweeper there catch the inside part of the plate. And that will retire the side, but the Cardinals get one off this hit from Victor Scott. Lead this one 2-1 going into the bottom of the 9th. Lionel Slade will come on, the rookie closer, now to try to close this one out here for the Redbirds. First pitch to Kevin Alcantara outside on the sweeping curve there, 1-0. Slade with the quick delivery here, and the curve that time right down the middle. 1-1. Slade, oh, that's hit high, but not far. Right fielder comes in and makes the play to put it away. Scott there on the play defensively, and there's 1 out for the Cubs. The catcher Carson Kelly steps up now. He's had a phenomenal season, but he's 0 for 3 on this day. Delivery from Slade, and first pitch is a fastball, 99 mile an hour, that's fouled away, 0-1. Another pitch from Slade here, swing and a miss on that fastball, and it's quickly 0-2 here to Carson Kelly. Slade wastes no time, comes back at him, check swing, did he go? He did go! And very quickly, the second Cub is set down, and they're down to their final out here. Benjamin Cowles, the last hope here for the Cubs. 1 for 3 on the day. The delivery from Slade. First pitch is a curve that comes back inside. And it'll be a strike, 0-1. Next pitch here from Slade is a fastball really high. 1-1 count. Slade sets, delivers on the 1-1, and it's outside. Now 2-1 here to Cowles. You'd love to be able to find a way to get on base any way you can here. And a fastball outside, but it's called a strike. 2-2 count here. Oh, and there's a ball hit, but Wynn able to make a nice play, stepping back and puts it away as the Cardinals take game 2. And they will win this series, as the next game will determine if they get the sweep or not. But 2 one-run games here that they've won. Slade gets player of the game. Romero gets the win. Miller takes the loss. Victor Scott 1 for 1. Wynn had a hit. There's that week of watching the moments. Now we've got to set up some scouting assignments. We've got some guys here. None of them that I'm looking to take with that top pick. See, is there anyone here that I would consider taking with that top pick? He doesn't look that good. You don't look that good. I'm looking for position players. You don't look very good. You don't look very good. You look awful. Doesn't look great. And now we're down into this range. This guy might be good. And we need third base. This guy could be good. Then we need a little bit of scouting on the international. We won't get much because we only have 1 week before the draft. Let's go back to the random event generator here and see what we get for this week. Again, since it's not the start of the month, that was last week, we'll only be doing the start of the week ones. And we're getting simulate the entire week. MLB player gets a +2 to plate discipline. Minor league shortstop gets a +8 to fielding ability. So that fielding ability will definitely be going, to JJ Weatherholt here. Fielding ability goes from a 65 to a 73. Got the burps. Still a 71 overall. Now, MLB player of our choice gets a boost to plate discipline. Foreman's is 69. Nice. Wynn's is only 50, so I'll give it to him. Plate discipline. 1, 2. And we're just going to straight up sim all of the games this week. We have an offer from the Phillies. They want to give me Justin Crawford. Decent prospect, but not for Ivan Herrera, no. And now we've got the draft, folks. Let's lock in. We have a lot going on here. Jose Ibarra is a good prospect. Number 2 on our board. Switch hitter. Can play the entire outfield. Great contact, vision, discipline. The power's not there, but that's okay. And this third baseman is probably my top choice. He's really good against righties, good against lefties, great fielder. Doesn't have great speed, but that's okay. I really hope he falls to us. This guy at third would also be good. He can also play first. 19 years old, switch hitter. Would be awesome if we could get him. And from there, I think I can just do them in order. And everyone we've scouted so far this season. See how many of these guys are still here for some of my later picks, but I mean, we have the 5th overall pick, so I really hope we can get this third baseman here, Andy McKinnon. He would be awesome to have. Let's go to the draft, guys. Let's see who we get. All right, here we go. Let's start the draft. Let's see who the Nationals take with the number 1 overall pick in the 2025 MLB draft. They take Ken Randolph, a right fielder who was 38 on our board. They take him with the number 1 pick. I don't know if that was the right move for him. We'll see if they know something we don't. Number 2 pick, the Angels take a starter who was 25th on our board. So some guys that we had lower on our board going high here. And Jose Ibarra, who was number 2 on our board, goes 3 there to the Mariners. So one more guy to go. Do they take Andy McKinnon from us? Rockies better not take him. And they do! No! No! That was my guy. That was my guy.
As sure as grandma's got gout, if I hear one fucking heckle, I will staple your tongue to your taint so you can watch me kick your ass.
I guess we go with this third baseman. He still looks good, and he's only 19. Switch hitter will be nice. Really fast, good fielder, good contact. Francisco Gomez is our pick. But man, the Rockies really just messed things up for me. So now we're here in round 2. We have a center fielder here. Doesn't look like a great hitter. An all right fielder. And I think that's all of my, like, really good. There's this guy, but he's down at 107. And we've got all these guys here, but they're way low on my board. So I guess I'm going to take one of these pitchers that's up here that's really high on my board. Ludwig's 22. His overall is not high. His potential is really high, but he's already 22. This guy's only 18, has high potential. Might take a little while to develop. Go Lewis Tyler here. And then our competitive balance pick here. We have this shortstop we could go with. Wasn't able to really scout him much. The left fielder here looks all right. We could take a shot on someone if we want to here. Like, this shortstop looks good. The catcher here. Some closers and relievers. Second baseman here. First baseman who has some pretty good hitting stats. Some center fielders. I think we just go with another pitcher here, 18 years old, 88 overall. Oh, but this guy, this guy looks really good. He looks really good, 21 years old. I think we go with him. Brian Smith. Next pick, we've got pick 91. We have this guy here, Brian Enright. DJ Lindsay. Bob Schaefer. Alan Rosa could be really good. That power looks nice. Screw it, I'm going to take him. I'm going to take a shot on a guy way down my board. Is here at 121. We still have a guy that's 47th on our board that we're taking. And then here in the 5th round, we have a guy that's 158. We've got him at 151. We'll take that. And then just see who's left. Guy with really good hits per 9. This guy looks like a good reliever. I have a few seconds to make this pick. Let's just take this reliever up here that looked pretty good. That's the end of the draft, folks. That is the draft. But we will try to sign those guys throughout the rest of this month. We're going to skip through the home run derby. We're going to take a look at the NL All-Stars and see if any of our guys made it. I doubt it, but you never know. So Aaron Nola will get the start for the NL. Lionel Slade in his rookie year makes the All-Star team with 54 strikeouts and 52 2/3 inning, 2.05 ERA, and .8 WAR. So as an undrafted rookie at 23 years old, he makes the All-Star team for us. And then William Contreras is an All-Star, but not Wilson Contreras. Ivan Herrera makes it for us. He's hitting 296 now at this point on the season with a 791 OPS. And that'll be it for us for All-Stars. Today is a day to sign draft picks. Let's see if we can get some of these guys signed. Here's Francisco Gomez, the 5th pick in the draft. He doesn't want to sign yet. But our 2nd round pick is really interested in signing. I'll give you almost $2 million to sign, and he signs. I'll give this guy $570 to sign. He does not sign. This guy wants to sign. I'll give him 1.12. He signs. This guy is interested. He signs. This guy's interested. He signs. So now we just got 3 guys left we need to sign. We're going to simulate the rest of this week since it was All-Star week. Another day to sign draft picks. So let's see. This guy is willing to sign. He declines the offer. We're going to wait a bit before we try to sign them again. But let's go back now to random event generator for another one this week. Again, simulating the games. MLB outfielder gets a +9 to base running aggressiveness. Minor league third baseman gets a +10 to batting clutch. MLB outfielder gets a boost to base running aggressiveness. I think we'll just give this to Newt Bar. Goes up 9 from a 52 to a 61. Then minor league third baseman. We're going to give this to Tanner Schobel, who we got in the Walker Jenkins trade. He'll get a +10 to batting clutch. Goes from 45 to 55. Now we simulate all of our games this week. We won't try and sign the guys this week. We'll give them another week to accrue some more interest. Actually, let me take a look at this injured list, because Ciani's out 1 to 2 months. Put him on the injured list. Gray, we'll move him to the 15-day. Hopefully he comes back. Actually, no, he's not going to be able to be traded because he's on the injured list during the deadline. So we might not be able to trade him. But another week means another set of random events here. We're going to quick manage games this week. MLB outfielder, again, gets a +9 to base running aggressiveness, and a minor league left fielder gets a +6 to power. So with that base running aggressiveness, I think, again, we just give this to Newt Bar. So that'll go up now from a 61 to a 70. And then minor league left fielder, we really don't have any that are like big time prospects for us. We have this 21-year-old down here who might turn into something. This 23-year-old and this 23-year-old. Kind of want to give it to the 21-year-old, see if he starts to turn into something for us. Let's do that. Goes from a 39 to a 45. Both powers. All right. Now we have to quick manage our games this week. And actually, before we do that, let's take a look at the trade block, see who's on the block. We've got Altuve, Suzuki, Lawrence Butler, Luis Garcia. Actually, would be a pretty nice pickup for us, but we're not looking to buy. We're looking to sell. Let's see. So if a player's injured, they cannot be traded. So we can't trade Sonny Gray right now. Let's see if Eric Fetty fetches any sort of value. Let's sell, guys. Let's sell. So the Orioles offer Tyler Wells and Ramon Laureano. And actually, with these, I'm going to ask specifically for prospects. I don't want MLB guys right now. I want to get prospects that'll help us next season. I'm looking for B or higher potential. 24-year-old with the Blue Jays, but he's 62 at 24 years old. Unlikely he'll develop into anything. B or better potential. There's a center fielder, Gavin Cross, for the Royals. Again, unlikely he develops. We're not getting any, like, good... That starter, Dana, for the Angels, 21 years old, 67 overall. He could be something. I'm just not seeing anything that really gets me excited. You know? There's a catcher here with the Brewers I don't want to trade within the division. Starter for the Diamondbacks. A shortstop for him. Maybe we need to package Betty with another player. I'll be right back, y'all. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. So we're going to have to package Fetty with someone else. Let's try Miles, see if that gets us anything. Obi Mayo. Okay, I think, yeah, Miles Mikolas is going to get us some better stuff. Let's go prospects again. Obi Mayo from the Orioles, man. And this is after the trade logic was patched, so these are both guys that are going to be free agents after this year. The Orioles offer me junk again. Okay, maybe I do need to go MLB ready to get like some of the better ones. These are all like really low prospects, like even close to being good. Like there's one for the Twins that's all right. Okay, let's just go all and just see what we get offered in general without any restrictions. Again, thank y'all for tuning into the stream. If you're watching on the SGO Dugout YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you're on the SGO Twitch channel, make sure you follow us over there. So Kobe Mayo would be really cool to have. Rafaela. Okay, Cutter Crawford, Cheetah Sandoval, Antonio Anderson, Clark Schmidt, or I could Max Fried, but I'd have to take on DJ LeMahieu's contract. Okay. Zach Littell, Taylor Walls, and Garrett Clevenger. Kevin Gausman and Alejandro Kirk. Ooh, Colson Montgomery, but we already got plenty of shortstops. Kinda need outfielders, really. More than anything. Ooh, Junkinsky Noel is interesting. Our bat in the outfield would be really cool to have. Max Clark, another top prospect. Jason Foley, one of my favorite relievers. Matt Wallner. Take a look at him. What's he look like? Really good against righties, awful against lefties. Okay, we would have to platoon him. We would have to platoon him. Okay. Also, we've done enough trading with the Twins. That Noel trade looks good to me. He's young. Isaac Paredes. There's an interesting trade. That is an interesting trade. Also play first and second. Pretty good fielder. Couple more years of team control. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that one's going to be rough to pass up. That one's going to be hard to pass up. All right, let's see. We saw this one. Let's see what the Angels offer. Jose Soriano. J.P. Crawford and Harry Ford. They offer me Corey freaking Seager. Oh, that's a little unrealistic, I would say. There's Evan Carter. I feel like I could get him for cheaper, though. Cal Contrell. Yeah, I don't think that the Mets would trade Corey Seager for two really bad pitchers that'll be free agents after this year. Dylan Cruz. Yeah, I don't think the Nationals are trading Dylan Cruz for two crappy starting pitchers. That would be fun, though. But no, I can't. Not trading within division, so we go to the Diamondbacks. Ezekiel Tovar. I don't think that these Rockies trades seem unrealistic. So do those. So do those. Let me go to this Guardians one. Let me take a look at Noel. He can also play first or third. Oh, we throw this guy at third, man. His contact's not great, but man, that power is sexy. Under team control through 2030. Can I get him for just one of these guys? Let's do it. Let's get that bat. Throw him at third. Zach Jackson. Pitched 43 games for us, has a 5 ERA. Anyone else we want to get rid of? We have so many right fielders now. We could throw Noel in left and move Donovan to third. I think we'll do that for the rest of this season. We might be getting ready to call up Jenkins. All right. I think that's all the trading for right now since Sonny Gray is down. Now, when he comes, if he comes back before the deadline, we may try to throw Contreras in a trade. If not, we're just going to have to be stuck with him for now. We are quick managing games this week. Let's do that. We don't have a valid pitching rotation now. That's right. We just got rid of one of our starters. So Quinn Matthews can now come in to be a starter. And also, Sonny Gray is out. We need pitching. I guess we got to bring Palante back up for the rotation. Tink has still been awful since we brought him up. Ugh, this is going to be rough, pitching-wise. We need some more pitchers also, so we can bring up Zach Thompson. And then, does Weatherholt debut yet? Guess we bring up Gordon. We've just got so many guys injured right now. We've got Ciani went out. Sonny Gray's out. We just traded away a pitcher. We actually need another outfielder. Do we, though? Because we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we got enough outfielders. We're actually good there. So I think we're good. And then I need to go move some guys up to AAA. Moving guys up to AAA. And then these guys are going to move up to AA. Back part of the season. A lot of housekeeping on tonight's stream. I appreciate y'all being here. Again, if you're new and you're on the Twitch channel, make sure you leave us a follow. If you're on the SGO Dugout YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right. And then I also want to go into the AAA lineup and make sure Walker Jenkins gets put in at right, and then he's going to get a ton of at-bats. Same thing with Luke Keschel at second. I want to make sure he's getting at-bats. All right, now we can get back to games. Got Matthew Liberatore on the mound, making his 5th start of the season. See how he does here. Oh, and I need to go redo my lineups after those trades, actually. So a little bit more housekeeping on the way. Like I said, we're going to move Brendan Donovan to 3rd. He is a 78 overall at 3rd base. We're going to move Noel to left. Ciani's on the IL. We've got Scott up. Newt Barr will continue to play center field for now. And then Walker plays right. Jenkins is going to come up eventually. Now, how do we structure this lineup? I think Noel can go here. Then Donovan, and then Walker. I think that's good. I think Gorman actually needs to take over Burleson's spot at 4 as cleanup. And then Donovan moves to 3rd. Noel goes out there. Because Burleson still can't hit lefties. All right, that looks good. All right, so now we get back to the games. Liberatore on the mound. Noel making his Cardinals debut. Gives up 2 in the 1st. Win gets him another stolen base. No one can get him home, of course. Noel's first at bat as a Cardinal, he strikes out. And he gives up another 2 runs, so we have to go to Graceffo as a long reliever. Two-run shot by Brendan Donovan in his first game at 3rd. You love to see it. Let me see if I can get one more inning out of Graceffo. There we go. Noel gets him a double. Nice. Grand slam by Lars Nootbaar ties it up in the 7th inning. All right. Let's turn it over to Zach Jackson. All right, scoreless inning there. Let's get some runs on the board, guys. So Slade out there. Oh, and he gives up a run. Oh, but Gorman gets it back. Base hit. Scores Contreras. Can Noel walk us off in his debut game? And he does, Joe Kinsey Noel with the walk-off in his debut. Nootbaar 2 for 4 with the grand slam. We scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 10th to win it. I gotta give AA more pitchers. They still don't have the minimum number of pitchers? Give them 2 more. Ryan Walker gets traded from the Giants to the Braves. Now we can try to sign these draft picks again. We can finally take a shot at signing our top pick. He wants 7.5 million. The slot is 7.76. I'm going to go 8 mil. All right, top guy here. 620. He declines. This guy still isn't ready to talk. So we've got a 3-game set with Miami here. We're going to let Gorman have a day off here. Donovan will get a day off. And Herrera gets a day off. Solo shot by Burleson. Nice. Jordan Walker with a homer. Wait a second. Anthony Volpe got traded to the freaking Marlins? Good grief. All right, Quinn's got to come out. We'll throw Fernandez in. He's had a really good season as a reliever for us. Let's try to keep this thing close. We'll throw Romero in. We try to steal with Nootbaar, and we get it. No one's able to bring him home. And we're not going to get a walk-off this time, maybe? Oh, got caught stealing to end it. Dead gum. All right. All right. Giving some guys some off days. Tink here. Can he get an easy game against a bad team? I want to get that ERA down for him. Elman, can he steal? Yes. Burleson sack fly. We're up 1-0 here. All right, 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run for Tink. Not a bad start for him. We'll go to the pen here with Leahy. Another run, nice. Now we've got a lead. Let's go to Thompson, who hasn't played yet this year. We just called him up. 65 overall. Got some lefties up. Let's... Gives up a run, strikeout, ground out. Okay. I'm going to throw Zach Jackson out here. We got him to third and couldn't bring him home. I think I go to Fernandez here. He's been good for us. All right, pinch run at third. Got to be Wynn, right? That's got to be Mason Wynn. Sack fly to win it. Can we get it? We did. All right, we walked it off in the 12th. Very nice. Reds are offering us a trade. They'll give us Ty Floyd and Victor Acosta. For Contreras, no. See if we can sign these draft picks now. Our 4th round pick has been very difficult. He finally signs. This guy will have to wait till the last day. I did not mean to simulate that game. That is my bad. The Twins are back. They want to give us 25-year-old, 63 overall dude who's not very good. Then a left fielder and a center fielder, both of whom aren't very good. No. Trade deadline day. Gray's still hurt, so we can't trade him. Yeah, there's just really... We could try trading for Evan Carter. I think we have enough outfielders, though. Harry Ford, we have enough catchers. Dalton Rushing, again, we have enough catchers. I think we stay with what we have right now, trade-wise. This is the deadline to sign draft picks. This is my last chance to sign this guy. We're going to go there. He declines. That was my 3rd round pick, so he's not coming. Okay. Contract extensions, we'll probably do that next time. I am going to simulate another day, so we can look at how we did draft-wise. Ooh. So our top pick in the 3rd round has only B potential. He's 66 overall right now. Has really good contact, not great power at 19 years old. But a switch hitter, 66 overall. Good fielder, great base runner. And then behind him, we picked 2 great A potential starters. 21-year-old and an 18-year-old. The other third baseman we picked would not sign with us. We got a couple of C potential guys, and then a guy down here. But not the best draft, but also not awful. Now, this is who we wanted, Andy McKinnon. 73 overall, would have immediately gone straight to the majors to start at 3rd for us next year. The fielding's a little low, but everything else looks great. I wanted this guy so bad. I wanted him bad. Let's take a look around at the league, see if there's anyone else. There's a couple of guys down here with really good... The Brewers had a really good draft here late. Ooh, this Paul Rodriguez, already a 75 overall for the Reds. Reds had a really good draft. Top pick by the Marlins. 88 potential. Ooh, the Braves got a good outfielder. His hitting stats aren't great, but he's got 88 potential. Doesn't look like we had a generational prospect. This closer's a 69 overall. White Sox got a good closer. Ooh, the Rays got a good center fielder. Good potential, though, at least. He's a 55 overall for right now. Yankees didn't draft very good. Of course, the Dodgers draft a really good player. But yeah, no generational guys, but we got a few good ones. We got a couple of good starters. But that's probably where I'm going to leave it for now, y'all. Let's see. I'm going to see who's on that we can raid out to. Kyle, Frosty, Tooney. I think we're going to raid out to Scuffy again. We've raided out to him a few times, so let's go show him some love. He's playing, I believe, Weekend Classic. But let's hop in there, show him some love. Thank y'all again so much for tuning in tonight. Again, if you're new and you're on the Twitch channel, make sure you follow the Twitch channel and subscribe to the SGO Dugout YouTube channel. I appreciate y'all being here. I'll see y'all next time. Let's raid out.